I see you're watching this video on YouTube. I highly recommend checking out the description below to find my channel on Odyssey and Library. The platform is ad-free after making an account and it has no evil overlords. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the video. This is one that I never expected to be doing. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this Brondell bidet I got from Home Depot for about $40. I've always heard that bidets are a more hygienic way to clean yourself. And after visiting my friend in California, he had one and I used it during the week that I was there, and it was actually nice. It was really nice to just use the toilet paper to dry off and just be done. It leaves you feeling much cleaner. And after driving home and using gas station bathrooms and even being here for a few days now, I kind of miss the feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and install one myself. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing portion of the video. And this was a new product at my Home Depot, so it might not be at yours yet. So they had like 8 in stock, but only on one side of the town. The other Home Depot on the other side of town didn't have it. And whenever I got there, it had a new item sign hanging out there, kind of letting people know, like, hey, look at this fancy new thing. If you want to, put this in your bathroom like a weirdo. I don't think you're a weirdo. It's just that society in the US doesn't really accept these as the norm. But hey, they don't have to. Okay, so here is the bidet unit itself. Let's just tear this open. So here's the little controller dude. Throw this down there. Little controller dude. Here are the 2 spots that mount, and here are the little spraying guys. And nothing else in the box. So this bag has the owner's manual. Yeah. Got a thank you. You can enter a sweepstakes and win more Brondell products. Here's the little circle mounting guys that go into these. There's the T-valve. So if you go to Home Depot's site and you actually look up this product, they have a quick 2-minute video of how to install it. But basically this T-valve goes underneath your tank. And then this basically just steals water from that source. So here's another flexible cable that goes from the T-valve to the underside of here, which then I assume flows to here to squirt you. But yeah, there's not really anything else. Don't quite remember. Oh, this might be plumber's tape. So that's really cool that they included that. I have some from previous reverse osmosis installation, so I just use that for everything. But hey, if they want to provide it, I'm cool with that. And then I assume, yeah, so one of these little O-rings is going to go into here. And I believe the other one goes somewhere. I'll figure that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the installation. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the owner's manual to do this installation. Sometimes stores will put the wrong video on a product. I don't think that's the case here. I do think they put the correct product video on their website, but I just want to go ahead and use this just in case. So the first step is to remove the toilet seat. You can see I already did that. I actually did it yesterday. I meant to do this installation yesterday, but I'll show some pictures. This side, they used a normal plastic bolt like they're supposed to, but on this side they use a metal bolt. So it was rusted shut, and my neighbor had to come over and use a little saw to break the plastic piece and then get under the bolt head and cut that off too. So we did that last night, which is why I'm doing the installation this morning instead of yesterday. But so next is turn off water supply valve and flush toilet. I did that yesterday as well since I was already working on the toilet. Next is connect the cold water T-valve to the toilet tank fill valve. So underneath here, I'm going to need to undo this cable and then add that T-valve, or the T-post that I already showed you. So let's get started. Get T-valve out, put it over here. Hopefully you guys can see. I think you probably can. Got a little bit of water coming out. So it does say, okay, so it says to install the cold water T-valve with one or both of the large rubber washers. I don't think I need both, so I'll just go ahead and do one. The tank has a really, really long thread, so that might be why there's two, in case your tank has a really short thread and you really got to fill up that space. But I don't have that problem. Okay, so the T-valve's on there. Now I'm going to put the cable from the wall back onto here so that the tank gets water. There we go. Didn't want to fit at first, but it's going now. And this hose already has a O-ring in it, so I'm not going to worry about putting the other one in there. Okay, that's on. I assume the next step is to attach this guy. This already has O-rings in it, so just going to go ahead and throw it on there. Look guys, I'm not even reading the owner's manual anymore. It's like I know how to connect things. And this guy will go onto here. But before I connect this valve to this, I actually want to mount this so that I'm not working with something that's kind of jiggling around. It's talking about installing the hot water supply, but I don't have that version of the bidet. This is just the ambient temperature version. So next is installing the bidet attachment. So install the adjustable mounting brackets into the bidet. So I got to put these little circle dudes into here. I mean, they just sit there, so I don't know if that's really called installation, but that's done. You want to get the bidet attachment on the toilet so the nozzle is as close to the back of the toilet bowl as it will go. This will vary by toilet. Yep. Make sure that the brackets line up with the holes. Yes. Replace the seat on top of the bidet attachment. So, because we had to break that thing over there, I actually also had to get a new toilet seat. So I'm going to have to unpackage that and get that on here. So I'll be back. Okay, So this is shaping up to be really easy. I honestly expected it to, but yesterday after having to remove that metal bolt, I thought, oh boy, what am I going to run into next? But putting that seat on was really easy. The bolt set, or these are, yeah, I'd say they're still plastic bolts. On the nut, there's a really big wing. And that wing, whenever you're turning the screw, gets stuck up against the toilet. So I was able to just tighten the screw from the top, like it was a screw instead of a bolt. And the nut got held in place by the toilet. So I didn't have to hold the nut while tightening the bolt, which is super cool. Really nice design from this cheap Rural King wooden toilet lid. But I've got this on here. It's pretty secure. I mean, it's not going anywhere for sure. This does worry me a little bit, how flimsy it looks, but I think it'll probably be okay as long as no one falls off the toilet. In that case, I think we have bigger problems. But, yeah, so this is going to get connected to this guy, and I'm going to put some plumber's tape. Actually, I was supposed to put plumber's tape on the back here too, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think I'm going to do 3 or 4 wraps. Okay, I got the tape on the back, and I got the hose threaded back on. So now I'm going to attach it to the actual Brondell bidet piece. Okay guys, so as far as I can tell, it's all attached. I'm going to go ahead and double check the instructions, connect the hose. I think the next step is just check for leaks. So here's hot water again, I don't care about that. Yeah, then it goes straight into how to use it, so I think we're good to turn on the water supply and check for leaks. Fingers crossed there are none. Oh, there are some. That's really bad. I did a bad job with that tape. Okay, so I'll be back after fixing this. Alright, so the tank is full. I just removed the tape from the thread back there. There's an O-ring in there, so it's actually not really necessary, and I didn't do the best job taping it, so do a better job than me if you want to use the tape. But the tank is full now, so I'm going to go ahead and flush this rusty stuff, just because it's not pleasant to look at. And now it's time to test the bidet. So I'm going to go get a clear bowl, and we'll hold the bowl over this and kind of spray into the bowl so we can see that it's splashing and running back. Be right back. Let's test if the bidet works. So I'm going to hold this over here and let's try the front. Okay, so it looks like whenever you first turn it on, there's a section for self-cleaning. So the self-cleaning was useful in California if you wanted to use his heat. So you would kind of have the heat run in the self-cleaning mode, just spraying down. And then once you wanted it to actually spray, then you turn up the pressure and it gets you. So it looks like this has that for the front and the rear. But let's go ahead and try spraying the rear. Alright, cool guys, it looks like it works. I don't see any leaks. I think I'm good to go. Alright guys, well thanks for making it to the end of the video. We got the bidet installed after doing an unboxing. There's no leaks. It looks like it works. I haven't used it yet, and I'm not using it right now. I'm just sitting on here with my pants, so don't freak out. But yeah, if you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Take care.